Okay, hello again everyone. I'm at Roman numeral 6, letter D, the English. Okay, now I had mentioned that the English claim these 13 colonies. They're all very separate. They all kind of run themselves. These English colonies are very small compared to what the Spanish claim and what the French claim. Okay, and what the Portuguese claim for that matter. Okay, each of the 13, I should say, is all kind of running itself. They have separate governments, separate ways of ruling themselves. Also, the English government does not really sponsor these 13 colonies there at first. They are all independent organizations. In some cases, like Virginia, they're strictly all about making money. In other cases, like up in Massachusetts, they're not about making money at all. It's about a group of people who want to kind of live differently than they had lived in England itself. Okay, so each of them are kind of by themselves. And compared to the other European powers, the English have a very small claim into North America, but that does become the United States after 1776. Okay? Alright, so that's all the English. Letter E, the Spanish. Now, we've been talking about the Spanish a lot lately, and we talked about what they did. Now, when the Spanish started out, they claimed everything they could for themselves. Okay? They didn't get it all. They didn't get way up north into North America. The French got that first. That became Canada. They didn't get Brazil, okay, but they got as much as they could. And eventually, over time, between the year 1500 and we get into the as this map identifies, 1750, the Spanish start losing some of their territories, okay. However, the Spanish do maintain the biggest part. They do maintain a whole lot of land in the Americas, and particularly in South America and in what we call today Central America. If we look at Central America as everything from Mexico down, okay, because culturally that's kind of where the big difference is. But geographically, North America includes Mexico, okay. But the Spanish claimed Mexico, Central America. They claimed much of South America and parts of what we consider North America, in particular like Florida and all the way up the California coast, okay, till we get to the border of the state of Washington today. Now, that state between Washington and California is the state of Oregon. That falls under that disputed territory, okay? The English, the French, and even the Russians lay claim to this territory, and it's kind of up in the air for a long time until the English finally get it, and it is kind of incorporated into the United States, okay? Alright, so that's the Spanish. Now, the point about the Spanish, though, also the Spanish had a couple of important Caribbean islands, okay? In particular, Cuba and Puerto Rico, as well as the other half of Santo Domingo, which the French claimed and later became the country of Haiti. The Spanish claimed the other half of the island, and it later became the country of the Dominican Republic, okay? So the Spanish have these Caribbean islands, the English have Caribbean islands, the French have Caribbean islands, the Dutch have Caribbean islands. Okay? Now, these islands are not vacations for these folks. You know, that's not where they go for their spring break and things of this nature, as is often the case today with Americans. They claim these islands because they were highly profitable. Okay? And that profitability is not because of deposits of gold or silver. The profitability of these Caribbean islands, as well as the profitability of Portuguese Brazil, is this crop that I've been mentioning over and over again, and how important it is. Okay, now I'm going to talk more about that crop, but we got to factor Africa in there first before we can really understand why that crop is so important and why all these European powers go crazy for territory which will grow with a climate that is conducive to growing this crop. Okay, so that will conclude Roman numeral 6, and it will also conclude this video lecture. See you next time.